Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on the winners of 4 straight, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down into the 26. The Cougars offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all going.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the back.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Lets it fly. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play.
He's off to the races. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're bringing heat. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll get rid of it. And it's picked off right at the goal line. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, BYU! What a grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He tries to take the top off. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Trying to get to it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's caught inside the 20. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick strike complete. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll leave it with him. Looks as if BYU will have a 1st down on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Now adjusting. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, BYU! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scramble. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give on the inside. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Secures it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense,
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He finds his man. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. BYU right back to the line.
when you're a playmaker like this guy is,
and it's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David. You saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
They'll give it to Johnson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field with it so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Going up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. The give out of the gun. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Finds his man enough for the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, looking to throw. Finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, no, we got him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Flores. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Got it set up on the outside. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth down attempts, they'll try it again. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Oh, he got loose. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off play action on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Turns it on in midfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle.
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, and that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And this one splits the uprights.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's going to run it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. BYU lines up quickly. Off play action. It's complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, BYU! And the pummeling has started.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
To their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds space on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game, so I like when offenses commit to the run.
Continues to fight for yards. He's loose down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
You know, I think when you're trying to throw against this guy, especially when he's in zone coverage, you got to anticipate the throws. You got to get it out before your receiver turns around to look. Because if you're even half a second too late, he makes you pay with interceptions.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Final play of the quarter coming. Power football with the run. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Olsen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the end.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Arizona! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
This offense has a second down play. Defense in press coverage. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Wildcats want to move quickly. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game.
A full dive to haul that one in. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They want to just keep throwing it. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. On second down, wants to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Trying to run it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. They want that clock to run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Well, and you don't want to make it interesting, right? You got a 2-possession lead. You want to go out there, take care of the football. You cough it up. The coaches are going to be very, very ticked off. The defense now, go make them earn it all the way down the field. Let that clock run out.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got an open man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Go straight ahead. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can get something to eat?
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something.
And they got him for the sack. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hauls it in. Oh, look out. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed. Oh, he dropped it! Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side?
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
Third down coming.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. A first down for the offense. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up.
They'll run play action. He turns that loose down the right side. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having to chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.